What's going on, everyone? So, when the Lakers signed Gabe Vincent, he was looked at as a guy that could really make an impact, right? You basically let go of Dennis Schroeder. Gabe Vincent comes in, and I actually liked the signing, right? I think Dennis Schroeder, when he's on, his upside is higher, right? He's quicker, he's more athletic at times, but he can be very inconsistent. We've seen it with the years that he's had with the Lakers, where one game he'll go off and give you 20, and you're just like, man, this is what we need from Schroeder. And then like the next 3 games he'll give you 2, and it's like at times with Schroeder, you don't know what you're gonna get. Like, are you getting this Schroeder that just looks like he can do everything and is just hyper aggressive on the defense side of things, or are you getting this Dennis Schroeder who, yes, is hyper aggressive on the defense side of things, because that's kind of what he can always default to, but what are you getting on the offensive side? With Gabe Vincent, I was like, okay, you're getting a guy who is a little more stable, right? The upside, I don't think, is as high with him as it is with the Dennis Schroeder, but I do like Gabe Vincent. Gabe is also a better three-point shooter, playing alongside LeBron, AD, D'Angelo Russell, guys like that. Gabe Vincent, to me, I just felt made a little more sense as like the plug and play guy. And so we just never have gotten to really see that this year, right? He's only played 5 games for the Lakers. In those 5 games, he averaged 25 minutes. He shot 37.5% from the field, which isn't good, and 11.8% from three-point range. 11.8% from three-point range. He's basically like 3 of 15, I believe, so far in the season for the Lakers. Now, I don't expect that to keep pace. I do expect him to eventually come around and start knocking down threes. From 2-point range, he's shooting 67%, which that's good, right? That's what you kind of want to see, is him being able to be efficient. Doesn't necessarily have to be 67%, but, shoot, can he get 45% from the field total, because he's shooting, 38% from three and like 50% from the field, something like that. Like, that to me would be ideal. But he's a guy that was looked at point of attack. He's a little taller, can be a little bigger, not as athletic and foot speed that a guy like Dennis Schroeder has, but still that a relentless defense, the versatility, his ability to play off ball, all would have been real positives. But we're waiting around to see, when is Gabe Vincent going to come back? Where is Gabe? Well, we got an update, and it looks like Gabe Vincent could return as soon as next week. So, Gabe Vincent finally to the point where he's progressing to conditioning and ramping up on the floor. His window, I'm told, to potentially return begins next week. Also added, Gabe Vincent finally to the point where he's progressing to conditioning and ramping up. Told his window to potential returning begins next week. And this is a guy that's only played 5 games in the month of December. Last played December 20th. And they're hopeful that there's no setbacks. That's always been the thing here with Gabe Vincent's rehab. It was before his knee surgery, and then after he underwent that orthopedic knee surgery. Now, this would be great, right? Shams coming in, telling us, hey, we could have Gabe Vincent back as long as there's no hiccups, that Gabe Vincent could be good to go next week. There was even the report during the Timberwolves game last night where Gabe Vincent basically said, like, hey, if he comes back, he's got the green light, right? There won't be any restrictions. I do imagine the Lakers kind of ease him in. I don't think that the Lakers are going to throw him out there and immediately give him 30 minutes a game. They could, you don't know, we'll see. But I would imagine that he kind of comes in, maybe plays 15 to 20 minutes the first handful of games, and then as he kind of gets more comfortable, maybe he ramps up to that 25-minute a game type run, type stretch. I will also see what his role is and how he fits with Spencer Dinwiddie, Austin Reeves, D'Angelo Russell, guys like that. Honestly, it's one of those things where Gabe Vincent, if he would have just gotten the surgery originally, right? Because if you remember, he got hurt, kind of sat out, tried to just heal naturally, returned, and didn't work out, and then he had to get the surgery anyway, which if he would have just gotten the surgery to begin with, he probably would have been back months ago. But it's neither here nor there. Nothing we can do about that. It is what it is. What we can do is be excited for Gabe Vincent to return, and what type of role is he going to play. Now, I like Gabe as the versatile sort of on-ball point of attack guy in various lineups. Like, I really like the Dinwiddie, Gabe Vincent backcourt off the bench. Personally, I still would kind of like Reeves, Dinwiddie off the bench. But it's probably going to be Dinwiddie and Gabe Vincent, which is fine, right? So you have D'Lo and you have Reeves as your starting backcourt. And then you kind of get a completely different look off the bench where you get a Gabe Vincent and you get a Spencer Dinwiddie, two guys that come in, provide defense, be point of attack, got at least more just aggression out there compared to D'Lo and Austin Reeves can be more point of attack. So you could constantly just apply pressure. So ideally, in a perfect world, you do something where like D'Lo and Reeves and the starting offense kind of push out, get a lead, and then you're bringing in the kind of weather guys that can maintain and kind of build on that, right? Think of like, Spencer Dinwiddie, Gabe Vincent, maybe you're throwing a Cam Reddish or a Taurean Prince out there, along with a Christian Wood, again, assuming all guys are healthy, Christian Wood and a Jackson Hayes. Or you have like AD and Hayes out there maybe together. And you kind of are just leaning into that defense, but also still have guys that are capable of knocking down shots and hitting and kind of just have that kind of balance, those different looks throughout the game. I also really like Gabe Vincent alongside various pieces like D'Lo and Gabe Vincent. D'Lo has been serviceable defensively. He's not great. He's not a leader or anything like that, but he's actually been solid this year. And then to have Gabe Vincent as that point of attack, D'Lo's kind of using his long arms and trying to shuffle his feet and stay in front of guys to the best of his ability, right? Kind of gives you, again, that balance for the Lakers. Same thing with like an Austin Reeves. However, I'd want like a LeBron out there if that's the case, because Austin Reeves, he's not great as the primary ball handler and primary playmaker. He just isn't, unfortunately. He's not good with the ball pressure, turns the ball over at times. He gets tunnel vision. Look, I've covered it, gone over it a lot, so I'm not going to go into it too heavily here. But if you have LeBron, right, well, then now you have the kind of playmaker with Reeves and Gabe Vincent kind of playing off ball. Gabe Vincent is solid as the initiator, but he's, again, not a great playmaking point guard. He's more of like the type of point guards that have success alongside a LeBron James or like a D'Angelo Russell. Think of, Avery Bradley, Gabe Vincent, right? You have George Hill, Norris Cole, Mario Chalmers, like guys like that, where they're not really great playmakers, but they're great off ball. They can be point of attack, right? They're versatile alongside a primary ball handler, which the Lakers have, right? Think of like Avery Bradley when you had Rondo and LeBron. Avery Bradley was on the court a lot of times with that because he was a guy that could play defense, apply pressure, hit the open shot, initiate the offense, but then immediately go play off ball, with LeBron having the basketball in his hands. Do a lot of the same things with Gabe Vincent. Gabe Vincent could initiate the offense, put the ball in D'Lo or LeBron's hands, or even Spencer Dinwiddie, and then now he could play off ball and constantly be a threat. That doesn't mean he can't have the ball in his hands at times, but it's just the versatility I really like out there for Gabe Vincent. And I think he could go a long way. But look, we need these guys coming back. We need to get healthy. Lakers are making the push, right? Just came off of a win against the Minnesota Timberwolves. That is massive. I understand people look at it as like, oh, well, they didn't have this guy. They didn't have Kyle Anderson. They didn't have Rudy Gobert. They didn't have Carl. That's not the Lakers' responsibility, right? The Lakers' job is to beat the team that is in front of them. And whatever players those are, you beat them. And guess what? The Lakers beat them. Was it the sexiest win? No. Yeah, but it was still a win. Lakers are 6 games over 500. Now they go and take on the Sacramento Kings. You got to get a win here. You can't mess around. There's no time for games. You got to beat Sacramento. The Lakers beat Sacramento. I mean, we could be the 7th seed next week and start getting guys like Gabe Vincent back. Jared Vanderbilt could even potentially be back towards the end of this month, right? Like, all of a sudden, we're 7-8 games over 500. We're, the 7th seed, only like a game maybe a game and a half behind the 6 seed, and we're getting all of our defensive pieces back. That would be huge going into the postseason and making this kind of last season or late season push to try to get guys back. But we'll see how it goes. I'm excited for Gabe Vincent and his return. Hopefully he comes back and he can kind of get into a rhythm, get back into a flow. Hopefully he could stay healthy, right? That's a real big thing, right? Can he stay healthy? If he can, I think the Lakers are going to be in really good shape. But anyway, as always, this is a discussion. I pass a question on you. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. What do you think? How do you feel? Are you excited for Gabe Vincent potentially returning in a week or so? Do you think he'll kind of make an impact? Do you think he'll kind of figure things out and be better than he was when, the 5 games that he played? Do you think, no, like it's going to be hard to find a role for him? Again, I would feel what your thoughts are. I'd love to hear it. Let me know down in the comments below. That being said, if you haven't liked this video, hit that like button. Helps me a lot. Lets me enjoy these types of videos, and I truly appreciate it. Not subscribe to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Turn on the bell notifications. Appreciate y'all. See you in the next one. Thank you.